We're going to take this further now with Professor Mary Metcalfe, who's been with us over the years making sense of the performance of the Matric class. And Prof, now the result is in for the NSC class of 2025. Your reading of how they've done?
Well, I can understand everyone's extremely happy. The Minister has indicated that a pass rate average of 88% is the best that the system has ever produced. And one must remember that this is in the context of the DG stressing we've got a stable system. Now, another way of understanding stable is that we've made a lot of progress, things have stabilized, and to expect huge leaps forward is not realistic. So this is very good. I'm also delighted with KZN having done so well.
Was that unexpected when you consider that it's been largely a three-horse race, right, over the last few years between the Free State, Gauteng and the Western Cape?
But why it's important to me, apart from the fact that I've been working in the province and so I'm celebrating especially for that, but it's exciting to me because KZN is a province that really represents a range of educational contexts, a range of levels of poverty. It has highly rural districts. So when you look at a district like Umkhanyakude, a district like Zululand, these are really rural districts. 6 of the 10 top performing districts are in KZN. Now, why does this matter? It matters because over the years, the highly performing districts are the ones that have, to a lesser extent, inherited the old Bantustans with all of the ongoing poverty and the education backlog. So KZN, I think, has done very well. But it's also great to see the Northwest come up.
And just on the Northwest then, before we move on to the Northwest, you made an important point about the rural parts of KZN that we've also seen come up, because even in the Minister's address this evening, she was clear about how even in the reading of these figures, it is a reminder of how glaring the legacy of apartheid is, right? The poorest communities having to work twice, perhaps 3 times as hard as someone who, like you and I, would be sitting in Sandton, Johannesburg or Randburg this evening.
Yeah. So what we see with the NSC results is the national focus on a single metric. And the metric is who passes Matric, the NSC. But in fact, we've got to be looking at other indicators of quality. We've got to be looking at, for example, how learners are performing in grade 3 in mastering literacy and numeracy, and we need to be paying attention to that. We need to be looking much more carefully and consistently as a country at what's happening in terms of inputs into education. Are all the children receiving textbooks? Are all of the children in classrooms that are of the prescribed size? And who carries the burden of that? Well, in the first instance, it's the younger children.
Right.
And we have to be celebrating, but also taking a deeper look at what we need to improve. And I think the Minister was good on that score.